Let's dive into the latest happenings in the world of MMA, where the stakes are higher than ever as we approach UFC 314. Daniel Cormier, the former two-division champion and UFC commentator, recently shared his insights on Michael Chandler's upcoming fight. According to Cormier, the pressure on Chandler is immense, particularly because he's facing Paddy Pimblett, an emerging fighter representing the next generation. Chandler has faced tough opponents like Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier, losing 4 of his last 5 fights, but those losses were to established stars. This time, however, a defeat to Pimblett could signal a turning point in Chandler's career. Cormier pointedly remarked, if he loses to Pimblett, a guy with less experience, it raises the question, is it time for Chandler to hang it up? This fight isn't just another matchup, it's a make-or-break moment for Chandler, who need a win to maintain his status in the UFC spotlight. In a contrasting discussion, former champions Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo offered differing predictions for the Chandler-Pimblett fight. Cejudo suggested that Pimblett could pull off an upset, praising his grappling skills and improvements in recent performances. I think he could force Chandler into making mistakes, Cejudo stated, highlighting Pimblett's momentum with an 8-fight win streak. On the other hand, Usman is confident in Chandler's experience and power, predicting a stoppage victory for him. I expect Chandler to come in like a man on fire, Usman declared. With both legends weighing in, the fight promises to be intriguing, showcasing the clash between an established star and an up-and-comer. In another exciting development, Magomed Ankalaev is hinting at a potential rematch with Alex Pereira. His recent cryptic posts on social media suggest a significant fight could be on the horizon, with references to Chicago's deep dish pizza, a nod to the city where this matchup might take place. Ankalaev believes he deserves a shot at Pereira, who recently moved up to light heavyweight and claimed the championship. A rematch would be explosive, pitting Ankalaev's methodical striking against Pereira's knockout power. As the light heavyweight division heats up, fans eagerly await confirmation of this high-stakes battle. Merab Dvalishvili is preparing for his rematch with Sean Ali, expressing a surprising sense of sympathy for his rival. Despite their heated rivalry, Dvalishvili showed respect for Ali, acknowledging how their first encounter has changed him. I made him humble, Dvalishvili said, recognizing Ali's growth following their previous fight. As Dvalishvili gears up to showcase a more aggressive and dynamic fighting style, the betting odds still favor him heavily. However, he's aware that Ali will come prepared, making this rematch an exciting prospect for fans. In a recent encounter, Jon Jones sent a stark warning to Tom Aspinall, capturing the attention of the MMA community. When asked what he would do if they fought, Jones confidently stated that he would expletive him up. This no-nonsense approach from Jones indicates his readiness and determination as they move closer to a potential matchup. Dana White has expressed optimism about this fight materializing, stating that they are aiming for a summer timeline. If this bout is finalized, it could go down as one of the biggest heavyweight fights in UFC history, with both fighters eager to prove themselves. The most significant news might be surrounding Alexander Volkanovski, who could face retirement if he loses at UFC 314. Chael Sonnen and Daniel Cormier have both weighed in, suggesting that this fight could mark the end of Volkanovski's illustrious career. If he loses again, especially to a young and hungry Diego Lopes, it could signal the end of his storied career, Cormier noted. Volkanovski, aware of the stakes, remains focused and determined. He aims to remind the world why he is considered one of the best in the sport. However, the looming possibility of a loss casts a shadow over his future. If he suffers another defeat, it may prompt serious questions about his continuation in MMA. As we approach UFC 314, the anticipation is palpable. With Michael Chandler under immense pressure, Jon Jones issuing stark warnings, and Volkanovski potentially fighting for his career, fans are in for a thrilling event. The outcomes of these fights could reshape the futures of several fighters and redefine legacies in the sport. As always, the excitement of MMA lies in its unpredictability, and this weekend promises to deliver unforgettable moments.